All right, hey, what's happening? Good morning, good morning, good morning. All right, let's check out and let's see what's happening in the market today and see what we got popping. All right, let's take a look at the ES. All right, so as of today, the futures have been holding steady. We had a rally into the weekend due to the announcement between China and the US making some substantial agreements. We also heard about the investments around 600 billion from Saudi Arabia into the U.S. So all of this has kind of propelled the market forward. Uh, so we know we got some Fed Reserve officials speaking today. Governor Christopher Waller and Philip Jefferson. Um, so the market's been bullish from an overall earnings perspective. I know we have Cisco, um, DXC, Dynatrace. So not too much from that standpoint. Let me see. Let's see what else. So on the ES right here, we are looking kind of bullish on the hourly. Let's go take a look at this on the 4 hour. So Chairman Powell is speaking actually right now at 8:40 at the Thomas Lubach Research Conference in DC. So when he's up and his remarks are going, we can see that means we can probably see some market behavior right before opening this morning. So be on the lookout for Powell speaking. He's doing that right now. And we'll see how the markets respond to his conversation. So probably a news day driven on the market. So we have to see how that plays out. The ES is looking real bullish. Let's take a look at the VIX. See how the VIX is looking going into the morning. All right, and the ES so here we got the ES got some support right here. But if it breaks below 17, then the market could be taken off. So a lot of this is going to probably depend on an early morning, 9:30, 10 o'clock time frame. There'll be some reaction to Powell's speak. And then after 10, the market kind of settle. So from that point, I just suggest be careful in the first 30 minutes. And then after that, be patient and watch out for your setup. All right, what stocks I'm looking at? So there's some stocks that's been rallying lately, but looks like they might give back some of their uh, wins over the last few days. So let's take a look at Airbnb real quick. I'll say real quick, but everything's coming up slow. All right, so Airbnb, we have support 136 and we have 139 resistance, which is good. You got a tight window. Be patient and watch and see how that one breaks. Another stock. Let's take a look at Reddit. Reddit. So Reddit is it actually has a pretty good setup. The reason why it has around a $3 move in either direction, $3 to $2 move in either direction, either to the upside or downside. And so Reddit has resistance at 115 and has support at 110. Let's take a look at First Solar. Excuse me. So look at First Solar. First Solar's been killing it on Monday, Tuesday, another big day. Um, Key support level right here, 187, 186. It break this, then this can be a downward move, and you can catch that move to the downside. A lot of profits been made in First Solar. You go back here to the 200, it was almost at 150, 130. So this jumped $30 over the last week. So don't be surprised that there's a day here when people started taking their profit, and this has a nice drop. So today could be that day. So keep First Solar on your radar. Let's take a look at ARM. So ARM is at a good breakout level. So you see ARM has to get to around 130 if it's going to break out. If it falls under, really under 127. So you have to be careful with ARM. So ARM I would be patient with. You prefer it breaks down here because it has some things to get to this support level. So we have layers and layers. So be patient with ARM. Keep your eye on it. Maybe later today there might be a morning drop. Then ARM will catch the bounce off of 126, 127, and then go to the upside. So that's how I'll be looking at ARM. Let's take a look at Tesla. I mean, Tesla jumped up again over hours. It's at 334. I mean, what we probably did around $50, $60 a Tesla in the last week. Tesla A plus up again, but it has to get past three. Is at 343 pre-market. You gotta get past around 345 for a continuation to the upside. If Tesla gets rejected, then there's a drop back down to 338.37. So resistance 345, support at 338. And then let's wrap this up. We'll look at SPY in the queue. So the SPY still looks bullish, even if it has a pullback in the morning. It's at 587. I'd say support is around 584. And then resistance is 5989. Let's make it close to 590. So if it breaks 89.90, there's a continuation to the upside. It might have a pullback to 584, then slingshot its way through. But I'll still be looking for SPY to go to the upside sometime today, unless the market just collapses, which I doubt it. Some stocks is going to fall because they just had so many significant gains, so people are going to take profit. But overall, the market's still looking bullish, and it just might be some morning dips. Let's take a look at QQQ. All right, the Qs still back under 516. So we got resistance at 517 and 518, and we got support at 515. So the Qs is really actually able to flip this and go to 512, and it can continue the downside again. I think you probably have more of a dip, maybe even get down here to 510, and then a move back to the upside. So it might even just be chopped for those today. So SPYs and Qs don't really have the perfect setup unless, again, it's a move back to the upside. So I'll probably look at some of the stocks I mentioned earlier today. All right, cool. Let's see if there's anything else set up right before I jump on. Stocks that's looking super bearish. Take a look at McDonald's, potentially Target, UNH, and LMT. All right. Hopefully this video has been helpful. If it's been helpful, please like and subscribe, and I'll check you out in the next one. All right. Be blessed.